Jeff Bezos wakes up at 5 a.m., Mark Zuckerberg at 6 a.m., but Elon Musk, he's still awake from yesterday. Here's what billionaires actually do before 9 a.m. that you've never heard about. And no, it's not about waking up early. Let's start with the one everyone gets wrong. Jeff Bezos doesn't check his phone first thing. He banned morning meetings before 10 a.m. at Amazon. Why? He calls 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. his protected thinking time. He wakes up naturally, no alarm, makes breakfast with his kids, reads the newspaper, physical newspaper, not headlines on his phone, full articles on paper. But here's the part nobody talks about. Bezos schedules his highest IQ meetings at 10 a.m. sharp, not because he's fresh, but because he's already processed information for 3 hours alone. No interruptions, no Slack messages, no urgent emails. He's reading quarterly reports, competitor analysis, customer feedback. By the time his executives walk into that 10 a.m. meeting, Bezos has already made 6 decisions they haven't even thought about yet. He front-loads decisions when his brain is sharpest, and by sharpest, I mean after 3 hours of solo information processing. His competitors are answering emails at 8 a.m. Bezos is solving problems they won't discover until Thursday. Now, Warren Buffett, the guy worth over $100 billion, stops at McDonald's every single morning, orders the exact same thing based on the stock market. If stocks are down, he gets the $2.61 meal. If they're up, he splurges on $3.17. Sounds weird until you realize what he's actually doing. He's training his brain to think about value before he even enters the office. Every single purchase, even a breakfast sandwich, is a value calculation. But the real secret, Buffett spends 80% of his morning reading, not skimming, reading. 5 newspapers cover to cover, 500 pages of financial reports and corporate filings. He's not networking at breakfast meetings, not on conference calls, not checking Slack. He's building a knowledge advantage while everyone else is reacting to emails. By 9 a.m., Buffett has read more than most investors will read all week. Here's what people miss. He's not just reading for information, he's pattern matching. When you read 500 pages a day for 50 years, you start seeing patterns nobody else can see. That's not motivation, that's compound knowledge advantage. Mark Zuckerberg runs every morning at 6 a.m. Same route, same pace, same gray t-shirt. But it's not about fitness or discipline, he's eliminating decision fatigue. He uses the same gray t-shirt, same shoes, same breakfast, same route. Why? Obama did this with suits. Steve Jobs did it with black turtlenecks. Zuckerberg does it with everything. By 7 a.m., he's made 0 trivial decisions so he can make 50 critical ones later. Should I wear the blue shirt or gray shirt? That's a decision. Multiply that by 100 daily choices and you're wasting mental energy on nothing. Here's where it gets interesting. Zuckerberg codes for 30 minutes every morning. Even as Meta's CEO, managing 70,000 employees, he still writes code. Not because he needs to, but because it keeps him connected to the product. He's not managing from a boardroom looking at PowerPoints, he's building from the terminal, seeing exactly what his engineers see. When someone says, that feature will take 3 months, Zuckerberg knows if they're right or making excuses, because he just coded something similar yesterday morning. That's not micromanaging, that's maintaining technical credibility. Elon Musk breaks every rule. He wakes up, checks his phone immediately, scrolls Twitter for 30 minutes while still in bed. Every productivity guru says this is wrong, but here's the method in the madness. He's looking for problems. Customer complaints, production issues, PR fires, competitor moves. He wants to know what's broken before his team sugarcoats it in the 9 a.m. stand-up meeting. Then he skips breakfast completely, works straight through on coffee until noon, sometimes 2 p.m. His calendar is split into 5-minute blocks. Not 30 minutes, not 15, 5. He'll have 12 different meetings in an hour, jump from Tesla production issues to SpaceX rocket design to Twitter policy decisions. Most CEOs would lose their mind. Musk is optimizing for maximum decisions per hour, not deep work. Different strategy than Bezos, same goal, information advantage. Bezos goes deep for 3 hours, Musk goes wide across 36 5-minute blocks. Both are processing more information before 9 a.m. than their teams will process all day. Tim Cook, Apple CEO, is in the gym at 4:30 a.m. Not 5 a.m., not 6 a.m., 4:30. He's done working out, showered, dressed, and reading customer emails by 6 a.m. Why emails? He reads hundreds every day from real users, not filtered by PR, not summarized by assistants, raw feedback straight from customers. He's finding product problems before engineers do. Someone complains about iPhone battery life at 6:07 a.m. By 6:15 a.m., Cook has forwarded it to the hardware team with a question. By 9 a.m., there's a meeting scheduled. By next week, there's a fix in testing. All because Cook reads customer emails while his competitors are still asleep. Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater, meditates for 20 minutes, then journals his thoughts for 40. But it's not gratitude journaling or manifestation nonsense. He's writing down his mistakes from yesterday and principles to avoid them tomorrow. He's literally debugging his own decision-making process every single morning. Made a bad investment call? Write down why. Misread a person? Write down the signals you missed. After 40 years of this, Dalio has a database of principles. He's not making decisions based on gut feeling. He's cross-referencing against 40 years of documented mistakes. Here's the pattern you're missing. None of them are doing morning routines for energy or motivation. They're engineering information advantages. Bezos gets 3 hours of uninterrupted thinking time. Buffett gets 5 newspapers and 500 pages. Zuckerberg gets product knowledge through code. Musk gets unfiltered problems through Twitter. Cook gets customer truth through raw emails. Dalio gets pattern recognition through mistake journaling. They're not waking up early to win the day or crush goals. They're front-loading learning while competitors are still in bed. By 9 a.m., they know things their teams won't discover until afternoon meetings. They've already made decisions their competitors won't make until next week. The real secret isn't waking up at 5 a.m. or cold showers or morning affirmations. It's what you do with the time when nobody's interrupting you yet. That's the billionaire morning routine nobody's copying. And here's the uncomfortable part. You don't need more motivation. You don't need to wake up earlier. You don't need a better planner or another productivity hack. You need one quiet window every day where you stop reacting and start thinking. Because while most people spend their mornings answering messages, scrolling feeds, and putting out fires, the people running the world are quietly building information advantages. They're not trying to feel productive, they're trying to know things first. And by the time the rest of the world logs in, the game is already half over. So here's the real question. If nobody could interrupt you for the next 2 hours tomorrow morning, what would you actually use that time to learn, think about, or fix? And would you use it the same way you do today? Let me know in the comments. If this video changed the way you think about mornings, hit like. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe. Because the difference between average and extraordinary usually happens before 9 a.m.